We are August 20th. We're right behind the house. Fucking neighbor's dog is over here again. Babe, don't come outside with the dog. The neighbor's dog is in the backyard over here, okay?
Okay.
Alright. If you have to come out, call me.
We're good for now.
You guys think I'm crazy? I mean, I know there was a joke before with me and my wife kind of bickering with each other, but if God forbid I fall off the tractor or something like that, you guys, not you guys, but if there's somebody around, have contact with them. Because, you know, someone calling the cops could save your life. You know what I mean? If you're dying, who the fuck is gonna call the cops for you? You can't even talk. Again, if you can't even talk, you can't even use this. So, but you know what I'm getting at. Anyway, a stupid thing like that. My neighbor's dog is running around the back of my house. I have a small little pug that is afraid of his own shadow. So if my wife would have came out, our dog would have got attacked by my neighbor's dog. You bet your ass I would have tested out my 3006 on my neighbor's dog. But I did meet the dog. He's pretty nice. But you get what I'm getting at. Anyway, so I'm right behind the house. This is going to be a new product I haven't used yet. This is going to be winter greens. Okay. So this little bag, I thought it was for a quarter acre. This little bag plants up to a half an acre. This is 3 pounds of seeds, half an acre. This is an eighth of an acre. I have an eighth of an acre here, an eighth of an acre right on the other side of the fence there. So I pretty much have to take half of this bag, a quarter of this bag for each of these food plots. The rest of it, I bought a bag of Pure Attraction. I was gonna do like an experiment with no soil samples or anything like that. Just take a couple of till a couple of lines. Just throw the seeds down. No lime, no fertilizer, no nothing. See what kind of results we get. But it's so fucking wet today. And it's Sunday and it's 1:30. I'm traveling back to New York City on Route 17 is a pain in the ass. So we're gonna go ahead, just do what we gotta do. I can always save that Pure Attraction seed for next year, if they're even good for next year. If not, I made a donation to Whitetail Institute. So we're gonna get going with the fertilizer. Okay, so these little eighth of an acre plots only require about 35 pounds of 10-10-10. That's it. So I'm pretty close. So let's go ahead and do that. Once we get that in, same thing. We'll tilt it under. Ow! These fucking straps suck. That's it. Let's do it. Woo! It's a hot one. It's definitely hot. Alright. That little plot, as you can see, it's all turned over. It took me all of I don't even know. All of 10 minutes to do it. So we're gonna try out this new bag of Imperial Whitetail Winter Greens. So planting dates are approximate 9. I think we're in 9. 9 or 8. I'm not sure where the hell I am. Either way, 8. Zone 8 is July 1st to August 30th, which we're good. Or of course towards the later end. Zone 9, I don't know if we're 8 or 9, I can't see. is July. Oh shit, same fucking thing anyway. Anyway, so we're good. We're just late. So the first food plot that we ever did was Pure Attraction, and we planted that sucker in July. July? Yeah, it was July, and it came up perfect. Only thing is, after it made its way through August, okay, September, okay, right by the middle to late September, started to turn brown. So we just think that the summer really took a toll on it. So the following year we bumped it up to August, well, a year from yesterday, August 19th, and that plot stayed green through gun season, through November, and through late gun season there were still radishes in the ground. And if you guys watch my video last year, I was out here, it was the end of December or beginning of January, in the snow, and I was digging up radishes and turnips in the Pure Attraction plot. So I think from now on, we'll see how this year goes. From now on, we're probably going to be planting in August, maybe the third week of August every year. That's it. So this little bitsy bag is good for half acre, which is about 22,000 square feet. This is 11,000 square feet, around there somewhere. So a quarter of this bag is going to go in here, and it has to be done evenly. So that should be a challenge. See how small these seeds are. Oh yeah, these are, okay, for anybody who's planted Whitetail Institute product, these are the same size as their clover. You guys can see that? I mean, it's tiny. I don't even know if I can get it on video there. Anyway, small seed. So we're going to take about a quarter of the bag. Make sure your bag is empty. Got some leftover fertilizer. Okay, when you're dealing with small seeds, it doesn't matter. I know I was saying this bag is a piece of shit before, but it's, believe it or not, it's one of the better bags that I've owned. When you're doing a small seed like that, you want to make sure that your drop, your little release is closed. You don't want to be putting the seeds in and them coming out before you even plant, before you even spread them. So I just did that. I'm going to take a quarter of this bag. Quarter of this bag. That's about half to there. I got to take up until about the R, the top of the R in Imperial. That's a good way to measure if you guys don't want to actually take your seeds out. Just take a hole, poke it in the bag, fold the bag down. Let me get a little closer. So any kind of bag, you want to measure it out half. I just made a little hole in here. I fold it down. Okay. Now all of that is all seed. So half of this bag would be approximately right there. So you would dump it, do the same thing, fold it back. When you're up to there, it's about half. So I need about a quarter. So I'm going to just go up until about here. So this section here is what I'm going to take out. You know, obviously I'm doing it by finger. It's not going to be perfect, but you know what I'm saying. Just roughing it in. Again, it doesn't have to be exact science. Not even close. Gotta open it up a little bit. Oh, this has tall tine tubers in it. That's what those little seeds are, the tubers. It smells like syrup around here. Someone's cooking pancakes or something. Okay, whoa, that's enough. It also smells like skunk. A little bit more, and that's it. Okay, that's it. I set up until the R. Okay, that's the R, that's the bag. That's about a quarter of the bag. This amount of seed doesn't even cover in the bottom of my this bag here. Let's see if I can show you. It's barely covering the bottom of it. Let's get this going. I'm going to try to get this all in 2 passes. Start cranking. Very small setting. Full plot number 2 is done. Alright, so real quick over here. This is the other side of the fence there. I'm not going to go too crazy with this video here, but same thing. This is it. Lime's been worked in. We got an apple tree there. Apple tree there. Apple tree, apple tree, food plot. If you guys are in New York, you really want to try to preserve those apple trees. I mean, they'll just pull deer in. So let's say we're going to spread the fertilizer. Again, we're going to put about a bag, a little less than a bag of 10-10-10 on this guy, and work it under, and then put the seeds in another portion of that bag, and that's it. We're good to go. Alright, as you can see, we're all tilled. This is real good soil here. The difference between here and the winter peas soil is like night and day. And the clover that was last year's Pure Attraction is doing real good. I got to make a video of my clover update. So we got my seeds in the bag. Same thing, that little bag. I took the portion that I need. Can't even see my face. Took the portion that I need. Put it in. Coming up on 215. I don't even know what to say anymore. I hope this new product works. I mean, shit, that's a small amount of seeds. So, I guess we're going to see in a few weeks how it looks. Alright, let's get going. Okay, so the plots, oh boy, they don't want that. So the seeds are in. We're going to cover them up. Nothing fancy. Okay? Chain link fence. Hooked up to the back of the rototiller. But just drag it. That's it. Let's see how it works. That's it. That's all you need. Just cover a little bit. You're good to go. My tires pack in the rest. Okay, so it's 240. August 20th again. That was about, I don't even know, 2:40, 1, 12, 11, about 3.5 hours worth of work. That's it. So I got everything in, as you can see. Nothing fancy, nothing perfect. When it comes to my channel, you know, I'm a little bit more lax on certain things because you could get away with certain things. You know, discing seeds in or cultipacking them in. Those things are great. I've never used them, but just based on videos I've seen, they work great. I mean, but again, I'm using a piece of a fence, and that works fine. You know, measuring and stuff like that, you know, a few feet here or there is not going to kill you, like I said in my last video. So the important thing is just to you know, try, do something. Whether or not you want to hunt on them or not hunt on them, that's your choice. You guys already know I hunt on them. I'll hunt on them all year long. I don't care. That's my choice. Again, I can only hunt on one at a time, and I have let's see. I'm trying to figure out how many acres I have between annuals and perennials. I probably have 3 acres, you know, set up in different areas. You can't hunt on 3 acres at a time. So you pick one you like, you know, you want to pattern an animal, and you try to take that animal. You know, a lot of people, they say, well, this is a destination food plot, or this is a staging food plot, or this is a doe plot, buck plot, you know, like I joked around in the past, your sister's ass plot, whatever it is. Whether or not you're hunting the food plot, or you're hunting trails, because people don't want to spook the deer from coming into the food plot, I get it, I understand that. But if you're hunting the trails going to the food plot, I say, what's the difference between hunting a trail of a food plot or hunting the food plot itself? At the end of the day, you're still going to shoot an animal going to the food plot or at the food plot. So, you know, you do what you want. What I wanted to stress is you don't need all the perfect equipment. 100%, yes, it helps to have a tractor and the tiller and everything like that, but a lot of seed companies don't recommend you use tillers. Some guys like to use moldboard plows, and I have one just sitting there. I mean, I've never used it, so I don't know what it is to use it. Is it better? Maybe. Is a tiller better? Maybe it is. So what I'm stressing is just give it a shot with what you have. You don't need to. What you're going to spend is money and time. Depending on how big your plots are going to be, is how much your plot is going to cost. Some of these imperial clover is like $65 a bag. And again, you don't even know if it's going to work or not. So, just try. So, that's it for the fall food plots. They're in. We're hoping for some rain to come tonight or tomorrow. And we'll come back in probably a couple of weeks for an update. I'm going to also do an update on my clover progress, which is going really well. That's it. I'm going to get cleaned up, get everything put away, and head back to the city. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see the results in a couple of weeks. Alright, I'm not going to ask you guys to subscribe because I'm not fucking corny. So if you don't like to subscribe, don't subscribe. But just watch the next video. Alright? Thanks.